Moving the ball with your feet, slow as you want. So, not too advanced. Basic ideas of playing through the gaps, right? Context of the game. Coaching a situation. How we beat a press when they come up high. Follow me? You can vary that any way you want. What I said to the kids was this. I don't know them that well. I don't know the level. I'm gaining it very, very quickly, and it's a different group of players. But here's the point. They had some success and some they didn't. If they're having too much success, what can we do? Throw in another defender. How about limit touches? No offsides. I mean, the reality is what you're doing is teaching a principle. We're looking to play through the gaps, but other principles present themselves. Creation, use of space, getting unmarked, all the things that I put in the PowerPoint. The point is this. What you're really teaching is their understanding of when to go and when not to go. Gabe got the first ball and tried to play it in, and it wasn't on. He didn't need to. He had yards of space. He needs to engage a defender before he does it. Do you guys follow me? This is something that I saw a whole lot at U11. Teams just, 4 kids on the 18-yard box ready to go. I had to teach the kids, and sometimes it's as simple as just your body position. One pass can beat the whole group. So, whole, part. Now we're going to go into more of a game. I like it to be a little bit more in context, but this is a good drill that you've done 100 times to targets that teaches them to play through gaps. What we're going to work on now is the recognition of when it's on to go and how quickly. And if you really, and the peer pressure is always the best thing. As you guys know, if one team wins, the other team doesn't like it very much. So now you make it competitive. Hey, you varmints, go stand in that square. 5, 4, 3, follow Blake, 2, follow, oh sorry Brendan, saw it from the back. You guys both have sick haircuts, so here's what I want out of my home skillets. I need one yellow player to stand on the outside of that line down there, one yellow player to stand on the outside of this line here, one red player to stand on the outside of this end line, one red player to stand on the end line down there. Let's go. Okay, listen up. Right up here, kiddo. Right up here. What's your name again? Maddox. Maddox is my dog. Now, Maddox and Austin. What's your name? Wyatt and Soren. Yellows, you're trying to go between Wyatt and Soren. Reds, you're trying to go between Austin and a home slice right down here. Everybody got it? Now, you score by finding the target. When you find the target, you turn and go the other direction. So reds are going this way, yellows are going this way. And when you play it to the person on the end, they dribble in, you take their spot. Do you have any questions? Yes.
If I play it to him and he plays it back and I'm under a lot of pressure, can I play it back to him?
Yeah, because you're switching anyway. Absolutely. The only thing that matters is once you play it into the target, you eventually replace that person. Any other questions? Okay, go. How do I move? How do you move, Soren? How do you move to help, Soren?
Here.
Relax. Relax. Very good. Off you go. Where's the space? Awesome. Where's the space? And hold. Now, a lot of bodies in there or a little amount of bodies? Okay, so how do I make it so that there's gaps and lines created for my team when we're in possession? Defensively, if you're smart defensively, it's an easy drill to defend. Off you go. Relax, relax, Noah. Where's the space and time? Good. Good, relax. When is it on to play? Good. Lots of bodies, you gotta find the space. How do I do it? Come on, you can't go out there, you can't defend here. Turn and play. Where do I move to help my teammate? Use them again if you need to. How do I move? Relax. Excellent. Good, and replace. Where's the space? Very good, idea was right. Go ahead, Wyatt. Somebody take Wyatt's spot. Give it to him. And take Wyatt's spot. Go on. Turn, relax. What do I do? So what's my movement like? Very good. And how do I move? Good. Cannot defend outside. Play on. Take up his spot, Scotty. Relax. I like the idea, but is it the right time to play? Relax. Coaches. Relax. Relax, relax. Seems like an arbitrary possession drill, doesn't it? But if we're talking about playing through the gaps and lines, it's a heck of a lot harder to play through this mess of people, right?
So I was just talking to Evan about this because your practice session was gaps and lines. So actually, these players are doing way too much movement because if you're playing between gaps and lines, they should be only kind of moving a few, maybe yards off the line.
Depends on the game. What if the defending group is high pressing, though?
Then it's different. Then you have to move out of that space. But if they're not,
exactly right. So then it becomes about body position.
that's right.
So this drill is with a varying group of people. I left them all in there.
So you got one guy that's going to dribble through, and then everybody else stands and watches because they don't.
So how would you then change the drill so that it makes it more difficult so that players have to move or have to defend?
Maybe 2-3 touches.
There you go, 2 touch. You could put a thing on the defenders where if the defender touches you,
Right.
you get the ball back. I mean, there's a lot of things that you can do.
I like the tag pressure.
Yeah,
For the little
tag.
kids, it makes
It forces them to move. Then you have to defend correctly.
keeps the game going too.
Yeah.
Right, because all of a sudden they go right at the player instead of away from the player. They go right
So
at the tag, you're going to go away from it.
out of your training session, and obviously you're going to have, at this age group, you're going to have 10 or 12 kids, right? So your area is more condensed. You can put them structurally into positions. You can put them into lines. Let's say you play a 3-player back line, you put a 3-2 or whatever. Now you have distinct lines with a target to go to. The target represents a striker, obviously. Probably not the best time to go through. How do I move? And home skillet's over there having lunch. Jog to me. Jog to me. This side of me, so I'm not looking at the sun, or you're not looking at the sunshine. This side of me. What's up, dude? You all right?
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah. What's up? Smile at me, dog. I like smiles. You okay? You want to check on her real quick? Okay. Hard or easy to get through that?
Hard.
Why?
Because it's small space.
Small space, lots of bodies, right? So, what can I do when my team is in possession?
Spread out.
Good answer. How come that doesn't happen every single time? You have to train at the level that you're going to play at. On the end line, if the ball is on this side of the field, where should you be? Over here?
No.
Where should you be?
That's it.
Yeah, so I'm always involved. So, what does the target player outside represent on a game day? Right here. Should be okay. It's a soccer ball. Look at me. What does the target player represent on a game day? Usually. Forward and a goalkeeper, probably, right? So what do you represent in the middle?
Mid.
Defenders, midfielders, maybe a second forward. Do you guys follow me? Yeah. So you got to think about it. If the target gets it here, where does the target probably need options?
Outside. Outside.
Simple, right? Outside backs. U.S. soccer. You know what I'm saying? So that happens immediately. It's not, oh, I'm just playing the game. It's I open up. If I open up here, Wyatt, right? Wyatt, go stand over there. Noah, come over here. Where you at, Noah? Jog over here. Noah's the goalkeeper. He's the target. He gets it. Wyatt and I open up very, very quickly, right? What does that then force the defenders to do? The defending team, we're in yellows. We're going this direction. What does it force the red team to do? Come on, guys. Wake you.
Spread out.
No, the red team's defending. We're spreading out because we're creating what?
Spaces.
More space gives us more time. Space and time. You're going to hear it all year. So we've created more time for ourselves because we have more time on the ball. What does the red team do now? What do they have to do? They have to make a choice. We either go man for man, which creates gaps, or we stay compact. My movements created space for us to play. Can we do that within the game? Yes or no?
Yes.
Back in the grid. Go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. First one to that yellow ball over there gets to start it. Go.
Ollie, go.
Love it, Noah. How do you help them? Are we intelligent or are we asleep? You okay, homie?
Yellows.
There you go. Good. So what do I do to help? Are you okay, kiddo?
3 yellows.
All right. Good. Good. Where's the space of time? Good. Wyatt, what can I do to help, Wyatt? Play.
It's the same thing you were doing when you got hurt.
So, whole part whole, right? Started with a game to open it up. train something that we want to work on within our group or something that needs with their thing. Then we go back to a game. There's 100 ways of representing this. Where I would go from here in this is I would go to a game to goals to give them a chance to play, and then I would finish with the technique and context. And I'll show you. I'll set it up the way that it was over there, and I'll show you to train the heck out of movement, creating space, creating time. You have to open their minds up. You have to represent the game. You have to train a piece of the game. You got to go back to the game and then train the details within it to finish. Make sense? Not anything anybody's ever seen, right? Here's the other thing. What about the pedagogy? How am I coaching them? I'm doing a lot more than I normally do, but how am I doing it different than maybe you do it?
Not.
The problem.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Think on their feet. And work.
The only time that I coach the heck out of it is in the situation in the game, building out of the back, or in the PME, which I'll show you at the end. PME is the pedagogical module of execution, which is this technique and context.
So the only like freeze and recreate was done in that part.
Yeah, but if you're not having success here, use your natural stoppage to do your coaching. So when I brought you over, give them a break. And then I'm not even going to get into periodization yet, but there is some on there, like depending on the competition phase or how close to the game or where you guys are at. I mean, most of you guys train 2 days a week or 3 days. So you do need to periodize then if you're going 3 days a week. You need to think of when you're going to put the pressure on them and how hard it is. Well, are we training 4 minutes to 1? Are we training 2 to 2? What are you training to gain? End of summer in August, it would be more intense because you're getting ready for a league season.
And then for like adapting it to a 7-a-side or 9-a-side, you just recreate like the players in their positions that normally would be in the space. Or...
Yeah, and depending on the age group, I mean, U11, U12, they all should cycle through all positions, goalkeeper included.
No, I meant like in terms of the setup over there. They have center back, outside back. When it's a 7-a-side, you don't have. So you just
I use that as just a reference point, but here's the reality. If you have a goal kick, you're going to have somebody split out, right? Let's say a 3-back system. So then talk about it. Let's say you do a 3-3-2 or whatever it is you play in that formation. I don't know if it's mandated here, but the outside back or wide defender is going to go, right? Then you need to position the other 2 midfielders where they would go.
So like last year, I played like a 2-3-1.
Let's go, guys.
Then the 2s would split, the center mid would drop, and it would be like that number 6 kind of thing.
Yeah.
And then you just have a midfielder being an outside back, right?
Absolutely, and it goes to this. Formations don't matter to me. Style of play does. What's our philosophy? Are we a possession-based attacking group, which is what I heard, which is what I like to teach, right? So if I'm playing and he's defending me, this is okay, this is unbelievable. The difference, you follow me? Simple little details, and that's what we'll coach next.
I like the center back being able to make those.
I want everybody to be able to play. And if you have kids since they were 11 years old, obviously you're going to know who a striker is. And if you're lucky enough to find a striker at 11, hold on to him and get your 6% later. You know what I'm saying? But the other kids, they play all different positions. They play all different sports. In you come. Light jog.
Watching a Brazil play when I was a kid.
This side of me. Your arm okay? Good thing you got 2 of them, huh? It's a stinger. Okay, now, we represent the game, right? We played through the lines, kind of got the idea. Then we represented the actual situation, playing out of the back based on pressure on you. It make sense? We figured out how to play through gaps, then we went into a bigger game. Now, a lot of bodies here, huh? When you train with your team, you're going to have between 12 and 18 players at training, right? That means that's like a 6v6 or a 5v5 in there, which means you have to be engaged all of the time. I get it. Summer just started. A lot of bodies don't know each other. But do you understand the concept here? Now I'm going to expose you a little bit. Okay? I'm going to see how detailed and how hard you work. Because when you go out and play with your friends, I don't want you to just go play pass. I want you to go play pass as it relates to something you worked on, like gaps and lines today. So here's what I want. I'm going to go set up the last piece over here. Go ahead and go grab a drink of water. I'll bring you in.